Let's get into it. It's your SwagHer Daily Brief for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. The SwagHer Daily Brief is the news source for Black women who are building, leading, and living out loud. I'm your host, Fancy, and this segment is produced by the lovely Arnya T.M. Davis. And some of that. Now let's go. So, in our first story, a family in central Louisiana is demanding accountability in both civil and criminal court after a 13-year-old neighbor allegedly carried out a months long campaign of racial terror against an elderly Black woman, according to a lawsuit filed June 4th in the 19th Judicial District Court. The incidents date back to December 2025 when the woman's caregiver found a tire had been punctured by a sharp object. In February, neighbors alerted the family that a ditch next to the home had been set on fire. On May 24th, the teen, wearing a Ku Klux Klan robe and hood, spray painted hate speech on the home, including racial slurs, HH for Hail Hitler, and a white supremacist slogan. The teen was arrested after sheriff deputies reviewed surveillance video. He has been charged with criminal damage to property, criminal trespass, and hate crimes. WAFB 2. My thoughts, this is not a kids will be kids situation. A 13-year-old doesn't show up in a KKK robe unless somebody at the home made that seem okay. The family is right to pursue both civil and criminal accountability. And yes, those parents need to be held responsible. We're watching this story closely. In hopeful news, the Karmelo Anthony case has reached a new chapter. A day after a Collin County jury convicted him of murdering Austin Metcalf and sentenced him to 35 years in prison, Anthony filed a notice of appeal and said in a court document he filed himself that he has no money and wants the judge to appoint him an appeals attorney. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice took custody of Anthony on Wednesday, and after completing the intake process, he was transported to the PAC unit near Navasota. One appeal point likely to be raised stems from a Batson challenge his lawyers filed during jury selection when they objected to prosecutors striking three jurors allegedly because of their race. My thoughts? This case has been a powder keg from the start. Whatever your position, the Batson challenge is the piece worth watching. The racial makeup of that jury matters legally, and that appeal could have real legs. We'll keep following it. Next, it's almost time for Sip and Settling and Storytelling and Power Walk, Power Talk. Both are next week, two SwagHer events that are happening in the next 9 days, and we want you to be there for both. First, Power Walk, Power Talk, Moving Forward Together is next Friday, June 19th at Watkins Regional Park in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. We're co-hosting with Rooted in Women's Wellness, Inc. for a Juneteenth celebration that moves your body and your spirit. Come ready to walk, connect, and pour into yourself. Then, Sipping, Settling, and Storytelling is Saturday, June 20th, 10 a.m. to noon at Co and Creche in Alexandria, Virginia. The theme is Free Before They Told Me, and this is an intimate space for women to share their stories, be heard without judgment, and sit in the truth of who they are. Tickets are available now on Eventnor and Eventbrite. Early bird pricing is still in effect. Grab yours before they're gone. We also have 2-for-1 tickets, and for the walk, it's totally free. These 2 days back to back, that's not a coincidence. That's a movement. Shout out to SwagHer Magazine. Come exhale with us. And in more community news, as we know, we have a following in New York City. A major win for tenants in New York City. The new owner of more than 5,000 mostly rent stabilized apartments has agreed to waive millions of dollars in unpaid rent that tenants had accumulated in the years before a high profile bankruptcy sale. Summit Properties purchased the 93 building portfolio in March after its previous owner, Pinnacle Group, went bankrupt. A transaction that drew intervention from Mayor Zaran Bandani and top city officials. Many tenants had withheld rent because of what they described as unsafe living conditions in their buildings. As part of the deal, Summit agreed to cure half of all reported violations within 60 days and invest at least $30 million over 5 years to repair and improve the buildings. My thoughts, this is what it looks like when tenants organize and a mayor actually shows up. Millions in debt gone. Conditions on the record. This is the template. Take notice. In our last story, um, this one is pure joy. Floyd Norman, the first Black animator ever hired at Disney, is set to receive an honorary Oscar at the Governor's Awards in November. Norman began his career at Walt Disney Animation Studios in 1956 at age 21, and over a 65-year career contributed to classics including Sleeping Beauty, The Sword and the Stone, Mary Poppins, The Jungle Book, and Robin Hood, as well as later work on Mulan, Toy Story 2, and Monsters Inc. He'll be honored alongside Glenn Close and director Ridley Scott at the Academy's 17th Governors Awards on November 15th. And for my thoughts, 90 years old, 65 years of work, first in the rooms that weren't built for him, and he built doors anyway. Mr. Norman, this Oscar is long overdue, and you have earned every single second of it. Congratulations. That's your SwagHer Daily Brief for June 11th. This brief is produced by Arnya T.M. Davis, hosted by me, Fancy. Until next time, stay visible, stay grounded, stay SwagHer. Peace and blessings. Bye, y'all. Oh, grab your tickets. The link is in the showing on the banner, and we can also drop those links in the comments. Now, peace and blessings.